Our day here at Eastlake continues. I got another one of the Titans. This one's a PO, pitcher only. This is fun. This is Rikki Tibbett, committed to SDSU. What's going on, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Look at that. That's the handshake of a pitcher right there. So, Rikki, we got to start with this. You have come into the forefront now as part of an unbelievable pitching squad here. It's not really a rotation when it's everybody can seem to do it, but you're becoming part of the forefront there for this team to repeat potentially, but just to, they win open and then you guys are back in the mix every single week. How much work has that been this season?
Well, I mean, it really starts in practice here because outfielders, hitters, this is really where it all begins. All the hard work starts here. And if we really, because practice always should be harder than the game. So we always try to practice as hard as we can even before the game. So it should be harder than the game is.
A lot of teams will say that, we have our chip on our shoulder because of that one loss where we got eliminated or that, this or the other. So what lights the fire for this team?
We don't really want to lose, but I mean, it happens. It's baseball. I mean, really what lights the fire is, people will say they're just Eastlake, they have nobody because our powerhouse team was last year. So what lights us is no, we're here to win now and we're not here to keep rebuilding here.
It shocks me that people can find a way to say that a team that has 5 or 6 commits on it is somehow less than last year's team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just know nothing about baseball, which might be true because I did pick against you guys accidentally last year in the finals. Oops, my bad. For you, though, just personally, pitchers seem to have this inconsistent. It's not about every single game you get better. It's just about the long term of finding a way to always improve your game. So, how do you maintain that growth?
Well, it's always starting with bullpens, long tossing, shoulders, everything. It goes from the gym, it goes from the bullpen, and it always goes back home too. When you got to do your own drills, it's on your own time as well. So really, it's where work begins everywhere you go, anywhere you go.
Now, all that work has paid off. You are going to go play at San Diego State in 2 years. Talk to us about getting that offer for one, because most people watching have not received any D1 offers in any sport. And then why San Diego State?
Well, to get an offer from San Diego State, I was very grateful to play because Tony Gwynn obviously played there, and and Steven Strasburg, I was like, man, that's where I want to play because they developed so many great pitchers. And
where were you when you got the offer?
I was a freshman, and I was in Arizona for a tournament, and there was like, hey, Rikki, we want you to come out. And then it was the day of the home run derby, and I was over there, and we were talking and all that stuff. They offered me, and then 2 days later, I was like, yeah, I would love to commit there, and I probably committed.
Most people go through high school struggling to figure out where am I going to college, where am I going to college.
Yeah.
Must be nice to have checked that box off really, really early.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're a pitcher. Every pitcher wants to say that they have their out pitch. They have that one. So let's put this in the realm of the hypothetical. You get to face one major league hitter, past or present, anybody. I'm talking anyone from major league history. Who are you going after, and what's the out pitch to get them?
Can it is it okay if they get a hit off me or what? It's just gonna be any pitcher.
Look, I'm having the confidence that you're going to be able to strike out whoever, or get him to pop up or ground out, or however you want to get him out.
Well, I want to face Tony Gwynn all the time.
Okay.
That's who I want to face.
Then yes, you're right. He's going to smack that through the 5.5 ball, no matter what you could bring. But if you had to try and get him out, what would you go with?
I'd definitely try and go up. So up and in or something.
Elevate the heat a little bit.
Because then he's going to have to put it in the air somewhere. Even if I miss it, then I miss. But if I get it right on, maybe he doesn't hit it. Who knows?
He brings up kind of an interesting point that baseball, for as much as it is about training your arm physically to be stronger, running faster, all that, there is a huge mental component. So kind of educate people who maybe don't know exactly what you were talking about, where you have to know, okay, this batter, I need to do this. That batter, I need to do that. It's a ton of studying to really understand. Here's how you really actually go after X, Y, or Z team instead of just, I'm going to get up there and throw hard.
Yeah, well, I really trust my coaching staff, and I really trust Coach Ahmad with the pitches a lot. But if I were to call my own game, I definitely try and trust my catcher and try and look through all the scouting reports because Coach Orozco does have scouting reports on everybody we play, so yeah, I usually try to trust those scouting reports and my coaching stuff.
It's basically its own AP class that you have to know all this information about all these different teams that you're going to be playing. Now, I usually like to ask this of the seniors, but I'll ask you this. You talk about last year's team being so dynamic and big, but for this year, what do you want the legacy for this year's squad to be?
Just winning. Like, it doesn't matter what
It's
kind
simple.
of.
It's simple. It's
yeah.
over. That's it. Just win.
Just win. It doesn't even matter what kind of team you are. The legacy should be winning.
There you go. I believe that the hashtag for that is ring season, RNGSZN, something like that.
Yeah.
Final note I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Who's the best Fortnite player on the team?
Me. No chance. Nobody's got.
So this is a hands down
hands down.
declaration.
Hands down, it's me.
Are you willing to go out on a limb and say that you are in the top in the county?
I don't know. I haven't seen
accept all challengers.
I don't know. My boy Jordan Thompson out there is pretty good, so I don't know. I think I'm better than him though.
Okay, so you're willing to throw your hat in the ring there to say that you're in the open division finals potentially of San Diego CIF Fortnite.
I think so. Yeah.
There you go, folks. That's the kind of confidence that it takes. You know, you match the athleticism with the confidence, you mix it all together, and you get an open division champion who's going to San Diego State. Rikki, man, thank you so much for being on with us.
You.
That'll do it for our top recruit.